Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, we're going to make some corn porridge, an African recipe ideal for Iftar during Ramadan that I'm going to make from scratch. So let's get started. First, we're going to start by adding some corn flour into a large bowl. I'm adding about 2 cups. Then half a cup of flour, we're going to put that aside. Bring some water. So go ahead and add the water and the flour until we obtain the right consistency. So remember, this will need some practice, so if you don't get it right the first time, it's totally fine. So just keep practicing. And while you're doing this, break the bigger bowl and continue adding the water and the flour. As you may have noticed, at this point, the quantity of water that I'm adding is less than the beginning, because at this time the flour is pretty much wet, so I'm just tapping the water with my fingers. So I'm pretty much adding the water and the flour here, and then break the bigger bowls until I obtain the right size. So what I like to do is at this point, to remove the perfect one that I obtained to be able to work on those left at the bottom. So we're gonna transfer them into a large plate and work on those left. And pretty much repeat the same process. Water, flour, flour, water. So once you're done, you're gonna spread them out in the plate and let them rest for about 15 to 10 minutes. Next, we're going to add some tamarind into a bowl. I'm adding about 2 tablespoons. Pour in some water. And let it sit to allow it to dissolve. On high heat, I'm gonna add a good quantity of water to boil. I'm adding about 10 cups. But you can definitely adjust it depending on the quantity of porridge that you're making. In the meantime, while that's boiling, mix well the tamarind, remove the shell if you are able to do at this time, and strain it, as we're only going to use the juice. Once the water starts to boil, add the molten balls while stirring it consistently to avoid them sticking together. You can add them little by little if you're making a large batch. Stir well and let it boil on medium heat at this time, and don't cover the pot. So if you were not able to remove the shell from the tamarind before, you should be able to do it at this time. If that's the case, go ahead and do it and strain it. Once the porridge starts to get thicker, add the tamarind juice and stir it well. Then for about 2 to 3 minutes, go ahead and add the sugar to your taste. I believe I added a cup and a half. I ended up adding more, so about 2 cups. So we're gonna stir this all together and let it cook on low heat for about 5 to 7 minutes. So at this point, this is pretty much done. You can also check if the porridge is done, if the molten balls are cooked. I will also add that once it cools down, it will get thicker. So at this point, this is pretty much done. So I'm gonna let it cook for maybe 2 more minutes, and that's it. So this is pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If that's the case, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, turn that bell notification to be notified anytime I upload a video on my channel. Also, if you recreate this recipe, let me know in the comment down below how was it. Until next time, take care.